Every country makes decisions on how to govern, improve people's welfare, and how to partner with others. Many countries have different reasons for choosing their partners, ranging from foreign policy, trade, and development. All of these factors are considered for the mutual benefit of the two, with the hope that citizens will be the major beneficiaries. European Union is one of several partners that Malawi has bilateral relations. This cooperation is based on the Cotonou Agreement of 2000, 2005, and 2010. The main aim is to promote development and reduce poverty. In Malawi, EU funds are coordinated by the National Authorizing Officer, NAO Support Unit, in the Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning and Development.
The establishment of the National Authorizing Support Unit was part of the changes that the EU were making in the financial framework of engaging countries in the what we call African, Caribbean and Pacific group of countries that receive aid from the EU. So it was a requirement then to establish an office within the recipient countries called the National Authorizing Support Unit. And in 2003, the Malawi National Authorizing Support Unit became into being. It's a bona fide unit under the Data and Aid Division in the Ministry of Finance to coordinate the EU support.
Economic and governance is one sector that the EU has particular interest in. This is done in the belief that poverty reduction efforts can be realized by strengthening democratic and governance institutions, promoting accountability, and fostering the rule of law. The projects implemented by partners in this sector ensure delivery of quality services in strategic public institutions. One project in the sector is the provision of electric cooking pots in 17 prisons across Malawi. For a long time, improvised cooking facilities that were less hygienic and labor-intensive were being used. The supply of these electric pots, courtesy of the EU, is therefore a sigh of relief. On the economic front, EU is also promoting the improvement of trade statistics and information systems in order to enhance the capacity of government departments to generate, process and package trade information and statistics. The aim is to spur economic growth with readily available trade information for investors.
On the part of the National Statistical Office, I can say before this funding came into being, we had problems in funding those activities, so much so that our data was far much behind. We had huge lags. But with the financing from the EU, it has improved both the quality of the information that we are collecting, but also the timeliness.
Another initiative under governance is the Village Mediation Program that is being implemented by the Paralegal Advisory Service, PASI. This is a community-based diversion and mediation scheme that promotes restorative justice by enabling people to settle conflicts outside the formal justice system. The EU support in the governance sector is channeled to National Initiative for Civic Education, where they supported the civic and voter education during the 2014 tripartite elections. The EU further supports the agriculture and food security sector in Malawi. This is the largest component in the operations of the NAO Support Unit. Notable programs in the sector are Farm Income Diversification Program, FIDP, Rural Infrastructure Development Program, RIDP, Support to Agriculture Sector, Wide Approach and Greenbelt Initiative, ASWAP, GBI, and Promoting Responsible Land Governance for Sustainable Agriculture. Taking only a closer look on FIDP, we see varying impact that the program has had across the country. The program's purpose is to increase food security and income levels of rural households and encouraging business development and employment, as well as improving marketing of agricultural products in selected communities. This is a definite response to the fact that 85% of Malawi's population live in rural areas, and depend on subsistence agriculture. The sector further promotes cash crops, as smallholder farmers in sugarcane production are also beneficiaries of EU support. Kasintulaken Growers Association in Chikwawa is one of the schemes utilizing EU funding. It has a total membership of 762 local farmers. They received 500,000 euros to help the farmers improve their sugarcane production through the use of modern irrigation technologies like these.
Thandizo limene lilo latipindulira kwambiri imene ya European Union anatipasa poenjezera business yathu ndi mapivot okwanira 6 amene ndanena kuti kwa pangiridwa benefit alimi okwanira 200 mu phase 3 zotere kuti pali kusintha kwakulu kumene kwachitikanso kwa alimi amene wachifoti anali muzosowa zambiri pa moyo wakuno kumudzi chifukwa cha kuvuta kwa kabwedwe ka mvula. Choncho ndi ulimi wa irrigation wathandizira alimi amene akutukula makomo awo maka kumanga nyumba za malata kwasena kugula njinga za kapalasa ena ziweto ngakhalenso kutumiza nawo ku skulu.
The most remarkable program that proves that taking farming as a business can lead to greater heights is support to Mzuzu Coffee. EU support has enabled this locally produced product to become an internationally renowned coffee brand.
The impact of EU support to Mzuzu Coffee is clearly shown in the incomes of the smallholders who have been participating in this project. They're building nice houses, they're pushing in their solar powers, and they have improved by sending their children to better schools, private schools.
Traveling up north, EU supported farmers at Hara Rice Scheme Cooperative to boost their rice productivity per unit hectare. As of now, the cooperative is able to sustain its operations through value addition on their products.
Uvwiri kuti vyose vizichitike nati ni uvwiri weno tikapokera kwa itu wa European Union na boma la Malawi kwizira mbungwe la FDP. Uvwiri wakotovwira kwakuti chinyumba ichi tilipo hapa wakatizengera ndiwa FDP plus esu machine haya nayo hapa haya distona milling machine na grader.
Most road networks in the country were constructed or rehabilitated with funds from EU, making transportation easy and reliable. This is the 29-kilometer-long New Chikwawa-Bangula Road. Previously, traveling on this road was hectic and nightmarish. Nowadays, however, the road is well marked and reinforced with necessary signposts. This magnificent building is in the city of Blantyre. It houses the Malawi Blood Transfusion Services, MBTS. MBTS is the lifeline of health services delivery in Malawi, as its mandate, among others, is to meet demands for safe blood supplied in hospitals.
Currently, people are able to access blood in this center that were constructed because now blood is being stored quite near to the hospitals. While in the past it was difficult to get blood when patients are in need of blood.
Before 2003, Malawi was relying mainly on hospitals to collect blood from family replacement blood donors. After the establishment of this service, this is when now Malawi is getting blood which is tested in quality assured manner.
There is the highest sense of efficiency, transparency and accountability regarding the transaction of EU-managed projects and programs.
The difference in the 11th EDF, it will be that the EU will concentrate on specific 3 sectors. That is sustainable agriculture, and then we'll have secondary education and technical and vocational training, which is 1 sector. And then we have governance sector. So those are 3 that is where the EU will be working on.
As the EU-Malawi partnership gears for the implementation of the 11th EDF, from 2016 to 2020, it is more work, so that more positive stories should arise from the development assistance that European Union provides to the country.